Just have a few things on my mind. One of them is, I think it could have been a lot easier life, looking back, had I just kind of gone with the system, which is get a job, work, have fun, do that, and don't stress about money. Because usually in the past, what I've done when I had a job was I could organize my finances in such a way that I can make things fit. Now, most of my life, though, I haven't really had what you would call a reliable income. And that has thrown me a bit for a loop a lot of times and taken me off track. But it also has given me some amazing spiritual benefits that I don't believe I normally would have gotten. So I believe there's some trade off there. Now, uh, would it have been simpler and easier and quieter in terms of in here? Yeah, I think so. And maybe even more pleasurable overall. Although the roller coaster ride that I've gotten and been on has been pretty good, So I've been pushing the boundaries as much as I possibly can, and I'm in the process of doing that again right now. Now, there's some areas, and by the way, I do notice that the things that I work the hardest on take the longest and produce the least. So now what I'm doing is working hard on not working hard, if you will. I'm really just trying to chill, just chill out in those categories. So, we kind of have money, career, uh, that kind of thing, and then we have health, and then we have relationships. So those are the three. I mean, I don't know really what else there is. So the money and the career thing, uh, I need to treat it more like I treat my health. I don't pay much attention to the health thing. Maybe I should. Now, I'm not saying I don't totally ignore it because every now and then I'll have some issue, that comes up in my body that I say, oh man, I really need to take a look at this. And so I approach that from two different angles. One is, of course, the physical. I'll look for remedies of some sort, whether it's exercise or nutrition or I won't say medication because I don't do medication at all, other than aspirin, maybe. And I certainly don't go to the doctor. I just don't go to the doctor. And people would question my sanity. But here's what I know: if I go to the doctor, he's likely to find something that's wrong. There's always something wrong. And then if we do that, then we're going to focus in on that thing that's wrong. And of course, when we focus on it, it's going to get bigger. And I don't really subscribe to that idea. So I haven't been to the doctor in decades. And I don't plan on going. Now, could I drop dead tomorrow? Yes, I could. But I'm going to take responsibility for my health now in terms of, okay, everything's pretty good. I'm not complaining. I'm probably older than you think I am, maybe. And and I don't want to bring any attention to something that's unwanted. I want to keep my focus on what is wanted. And right now, I'm okay. Same with relationships. Do I have disastrous relationships that would be in the past? Yes, of course. I've been on the planet for a few decades. It's kind of given. I'm not going to stress about it. There's nothing I can do about those. I can't go fix them. if I focus on the negatives and try to go fix something, guess what? I'll get a new relationship that'll show up that has those same problems. So I don't want to, I really don't want to do that. I just want to focus on the relationships that I have that are going pretty good right now. And maybe a new one will show up that'll go good. And so that's what I'm doing with money and career and that kind of thing. So right now I'm just chilling out, really. And I wanted to put this video up because I guess I wanted to make things a little bit more personal, if you will. Although my stuff is fairly personal, I really talk about what I'm thinking about in any given moment. And I'm not really teaching or trying to teach anything, but I'm hoping people get something for it. I started doing these videos. Actually started out with a belief idea that I would just write. And then I ended up rolling into the YouTube, I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, quite some time ago. And now I don't really do the writing because I would send those out to 400 or 500 people. But now, as you know, I've got 22,000 subscribers. And if you like this stuff, click the like button, subscribe, please. Believe it, everybody says it helps. It does help. Make some comments. I respond to every single comment. Sometimes it'll take me a week or two, and a lot of times that's only because I just didn't see it, and because I have other things that I'm working on and or experiencing or trying to experience while I'm still here. But I'm not really pushing too hard at the moment. I'm looking for as much serendipity as I possibly can. My only concern right now is, am I getting out there enough to create enough serendipity so that I'm not missing anything? And then you know what? That thought right there would cause me to miss stuff. So see, it's just like that. So no, I guess I'm doing just fine, just like this. So I want to focus on, and you should focus on the only thing that you can focus on, which is how you feel in any given moment, and then just monitor that. That's what I'm doing, and I have some kind of challenges right now, and it could be a little easier. I'm really trying to make sure I'm lining up with my thoughts and my feelings here, and not bringing forth any negative stuff. So that's it. So I got that off my chest. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned. Like and subscribe.